If you're able, would you please stand for the presentation of colors and the national anthem sang by Ms. Casey Kaufman of the Wyoming Department of Public Safety and the presentation of colors by the Kent Metro Honor Guard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. Academy, recite the oath.
On my honor, I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution, my community, and the agency I serve.
Seats. Good evening and welcome. Thank you all for joining us as we celebrate our graduates and all the accomplishments. My name is Bo Peters. I'm the Police Academy Director here at GRCC. I want to take a moment to recognize some of our distinguished guests, including Board of Trustees Micah Perkins, our Interim President Lisa Freiberger, Aaron Van Egmond, Vice President of College Advancement and Executive Director of GRCC Foundation, Dean Cameron Buck, Dean John Van Eltz, Associate Dean Rachel Youngblood, Dr. Linnell Talbert, Criminal Justice Department Head, and Professor Ebels from the Criminal Justice Department, and I'm sure there's others in this room that I am forgetting. So thank you all for coming and joining us. I want to take a moment to send a special thank you to our department administrator, Ms. Rachel Crapo. Her passion for our students' success is incredible, and her work ethic is second to none. The work that she does for myself, our instructors, and our students is a key to the success of our program. My transition to this position would not have been possible without her knowledge, experience, and help. I would also like to recognize our area police agencies who partner with us in a variety of ways. They provide proctors, role players, instructors, and advisory board members. Their support is critical to our success, and we could not do this without them. I just mentioned our instructors, and honestly, I boast about them any opportunity that I get. And since we're in this position where I have the microphone, I'm going to do it again. Our instructor cadre is second to none. We have officers, deputies, sergeants, lieutenants, captains, a deputy chief, and a doctor among the group. They are from over a dozen different agencies throughout West Michigan. Their expertise and ability to teach our recruits is excellent. They are truly committed to our students' success. In addition to teaching, they are role models and mentors to our students. Those traits don't just stop when they leave the classroom. They build relationships with our students that carry over into the job. Please join me in taking a moment to acknowledge our instructors with a round of applause. So to get us started, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker for the evening, Under Sheriff David Koch from the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office.
All right, this feels familiar. Graduates of the GRCC Police Academy, track session 95, regional session 2, I'd like to start off by saying thank you. Thank you for choosing the noble career of law enforcement and public service. There's a well-known quote from a Holocaust survivor that says, for evil to flourish, it only requires good men to do nothing. You are good men and good women. You have chosen to make the decision not to do nothing, but to do something, and not just something great. In interviews, either with us at GRCC or at the agencies that hired you, you described your calling. One by one, you described the life path that you have traveled, and you explained why you wanted to be a police officer. You came to this academy with a wide variety of life experiences, but you all had a united calling. Your backgrounds that led you here are diverse. Some of you have had experiences that might have put you at odds with law enforcement. Some are breaking away from a past. Some are living out a dream. Some of your families and friends don't want you to do this, and some of them just don't understand. Some of you might be carrying on a family tradition, and others are blazing a new path for others to follow. When you said why you wanted to be a police officer, you said things like, I want to be a part of the solution. I want to do the job better. I want to serve my community. I want to change people's minds. I want to help families like mine, and I want to protect those who can't protect themselves. You said you wanted to be the solution, make us better, serve, change, help, protect. While your backgrounds and words were different, they all had the united calling. You hold the belief that you can make a difference at police departments, in communities, and in people's lives. And you're right. You can and you will. Not only do you have a calling and the belief, but you also have the passion to do it. Throughout the academy, you have demonstrated your passion to live out your calling. Look at all that you've already endured and accomplished. You've completed over 660 hours of police academy training. You've had to grind through long days in the classroom, and dare I say, a few boring lectures. Just a few. Some of you had to venture back in the classroom for the first time in many years. You survived torturous workouts. You experienced the gentle sinus cleansing and burn of OC spray. Session 95, you have made it through 8 months of being held captive together. If you include boot camp, that's almost a year. Yikes. In both sessions, some of you have gained the self-control, or at least have learned how to bite your tongue when that classmate asks that question. You've conquered fears and overcome anxieties. Some of you have accomplished things, whether it was in the classroom, on the firearms range, or the EVO course, that you never thought you could do. Some of you had to juggle work, school, while raising and taking care of families. And you did it while learning from some of the best law enforcement professionals in West Michigan. All that you have endured, accomplished, and overcome is a testament to your personality, your passion, and your perseverance. It's that same passion and grit that will allow you to do great things. You are the newest and greatest generation of American policing. A new generation. Much like the Michigan Spring, you bring us new hope. And if you haven't noticed, we could still use some new hope. Hope for greater community connection. Hope for greater understanding of who each other is, what each other needs, and what we're trying to do. Hope for new ideas, new strategies, and hope for unity. And with all that hope, that you will never lose your passion and your calling to serve. Be the solution. Make us better. Serve, change, help, protect. Over 110 years ago, President Theodore Roosevelt gave a speech, a call to action that still rings true today. He said, "It's not the critic that counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, but who strives to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms and great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly." You will have many critics in this career. Some you'll know and some you won't. Some from your community and some from within your agency. Always have ears to hear and a willingness to learn and change and improve. But I don't want to focus on the critic. I want to focus on you, the man and the woman who is actually entering the arena. Hold on to your passion to serve. Stay in the arena no matter how tough it gets. Don't quit. We need you. Be the solution. Make us better. Serve, change, help, protect. As Roosevelt said, be the one who strives valiantly, who is willing to come up short again and again. Be the one who actually strives to do good deeds, who knows great enthusiasm and great devotion. Be the one who spends himself or herself in a worthy cause, who with hard work and perseverance can know the triumph of high achievement. And if you fail, at least know that you failed daring greatly. You are a special group of people who have been uniquely positioned at this point in time. You are the newest and likely the greatest generation of American policing. You are entering the arena with greater training, understanding, and awareness than those that preceded you, and at a time when we need you more than ever. You know what you're facing. You know what you've been called to do. Don't let evil flourish. Don't say what you're going to do. Do what you said you would do. Be the solution. Make us better. Serve, change, help, protect. Thank you.
I have to take a moment for those, probably many in here that don't know. Under Sheriff Koch was our Police Academy Director for the last 3 years before taking on his new role as Undersheriff for Ottawa County. And I have to take a moment to thank him for all of his leadership, allowing instructors to be great instructors and showing me as the next director on how to be a great director. He has been readily available for me to ask questions, and I just want to take a moment to thank him for that. Thank you, sir. So now moving on to our graduates. Tonight we celebrate our 15 graduates from Session 95 in the track program, as well as our 18 graduates from our Session number 2 of our regional program. To start, I want to start by recognizing our squad leaders. Our squad leaders are selected to this position because they are seen to be students that are dependable and can communicate effectively. They're given additional responsibilities and tasks. A large piece of this role is to be a point of contact between myself and the rest of the squad, or the instructors and the rest of the squad. As we recognize the squad leaders, I have asked them to give a few remarks. At the conclusion of the remarks, they'll acknowledge their selection for Instructor of the Year. For Session 95, our squad leaders are Ashley Barton and Ryan Schultz.
Good evening, guests, proud families, instructors, and fellow graduates. I am Ryan Schultz and have the honor of representing Session 95 as their squad leader. Today marks a significant milestone in all of our lives, one that has been shaped by countless hours of training, hard work, and commitment to the goal of being a police officer. As we stand here ready to embark on our careers in law enforcement, it's important to pause and reflect on what brought us to this moment. The journey that brought us to this stage is unique for all of us. For me, my interest in public service began in grade school, and at that time I actually envisioned myself as a firefighter. It's obviously changed. However, as life often does, my aspirations evolved, leading me down a completely different path, one that ultimately brought me here today, ready to serve as a police officer. Of course, not everyone's journey to this moment has been the same. Some knew from a young age that this was the path they were meant to take, while others have discovered this calling more recently. We all come from diverse backgrounds, each with our own unique strengths, struggles, beliefs, and interests. Yet despite our differences, there's one thing that unites us all. It's a shared goal of serving as law enforcement officers. If you haven't noticed, our world is constantly evolving, and the challenges law enforcement face are becoming increasingly difficult. Yet despite witnessing all of this negativity, each of you chose to take this path. You chose not to remain on the sidelines and just watch. You chose to stand up and serve despite what others say. You will be heckled, and some won't understand why in the world we chose this. But through it all, never lose your passion. Be proud of it and strive to treat everyone you come in contact with respect, compassion, and most importantly, try to create a greater understanding of what we're trying to do. From a young age, my family has taught me the most valuable lessons in life, showing me what truly matters and what I should pursue to make life meaningful and fulfilling. I feel incredibly grateful to have a family that has always stood by me, encouraged me, and went above and beyond to help me pursue every goal I've set for myself. My dad has been my supporter from the very beginning. He always gave me a firm nudge to step outside my comfort zone and embrace every opportunity with courage and determination. He was actually one of the main reasons I joined the police academy and has continued to support me throughout this path. My mom has been my foundation and my source of strength. She's helped me build confidence and taught me the power of kindness. She showed me the importance of meeting every person with compassion and finding the silver lining in every situation, no matter the challenge. The day I told my parents I wanted to pursue a career in law enforcement, they could have easily called me crazy and left me to figure it out on my own. Instead, they called me absolutely insane, but continued to support me every step of the way. I genuinely wouldn't be the person I am today without them, so thank you. This extends just beyond my immediate family. It includes my extended family, the incredible friends who I hold just as close, my coworkers back at the Kentwood Police Department. I see you all back there. Their presence in my life is something that I'll never take for granted. I imagine law enforcement isn't the first career choice most parents envision for their children, but to all of you, thank you for supporting these recruits along their journey. If you're sitting out there right now, you have done something to support my fellow graduates. All right, so since we're about halfway through my speech, I'm sure Recruit Daleke is anticipating a quick 10-minute break. Without fail, every class he would glance at the clock as the hour approached, practically counting down the minutes until he could grab some caffeine or some food. He kept our instructors on a tight schedule and made sure that every break was put to good use. We good? Awesome. All right, during our time in the academy, we achieved so much together as a group. We mastered emergency vehicle operations, firearms training, tactical first aid, criminal law lectures, feeling the fresh burn of the OC spray just a couple weeks ago, which for those of you who know is horrible, along with so much more. And don't worry, we've all had our share of donuts and coffee already. The caffeine addiction starts right here. These experiences brought us close and taught the importance of having a team mindset with everything that we do. I believe I can speak for all of us when I say that we're ready to close this chapter and begin doing exactly what we've trained so hard for. The GRCC Police Academy is truly an outstanding program. The instructors that lead this academy have extensive law enforcement knowledge and have taught us invaluable lessons. It's clear they truly care about our success and are dedicated to providing the best training and guidance to help us succeed. So for that, I say thank you. Can we get another round of applause for everyone? During my time in the academy, I've had the privilege of serving as squad leader for Session 95 along with Ashley Barton. In this role, I was responsible for coordinating with the director and our amazing instructors to understand their week's plans and then communicating those back to the recruits. Serving as a squad leader has allowed me to connect with each of you on a more personal level, and for that, I'm truly grateful. I've had the privilege of helping with some of the personal struggles you guys have faced, some of which made your time in the academy just a bit more challenging. But through it all, we've shared meaningful conversations. Some led to tears, and some even ended in a hug. Many of you sitting here today had uncertainty or may have been told by others that you couldn't do it or you shouldn't even try. But you proved yourself and others wrong. You pushed through the doubt, the challenges, and the noise. You made it to this stage, and that's something to be incredibly proud of. I hope my time in this role has been meaningful to you all. As you leave here today, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on all that you've accomplished, the sacrifices that you made, and the challenges you've overcome to reach this point. And never forget the strength that it took to get here. Thank you. All right. Each academy is given the opportunity to recognize an instructor who made a meaningful impact on their class. This decision was incredibly difficult for us. We actually had to vote on it twice, as every single one of our instructors was outstanding and brought something special to the academy. Each of them is more than deserving of this award. However, we're only allowed to select one, unfortunately. To help make this choice, I asked my fellow recruits from Session 95 to share why they believe this particular instructor stood out. They said things like, he went constantly above and beyond to support us, not only in his class, but throughout the entire academy. He made sure we understood the material and took time to ensure we succeeded. He built real connections with each of us. He always found a way to make us laugh. His smile and laugh is contagious, and he always kept class interesting. For over 8 months, we had the privilege of having him as our instructor, and we are incredibly grateful for the impact he's had on all of us. With that, Session 95 is proud to present the Instructor of the Year Award to Deputy Omar Diepa of the Kent County Sheriff's Office. A little giggle.
Thank you all. For Session 2, our squad leaders are Luke Sykes and Samuel Lucas.
Good afternoon, staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates. It is truly an honor to stand before you today as a proud graduate of this 16-week journey. Today marks the finish line of months of hard work, dedication, and personal growth. While we've reached the end of the academy, this is only the beginning of a career filled with challenges, opportunities, and most importantly, the chance to serve our communities with integrity and pride. First and foremost, we must extend our deepest gratitude to the instructors and staff who have guided us throughout this experience. Your expertise, patience, and unwavering commitment to our development has made us better officers, better leaders, and better people. You've challenged us, pushed us to exceed our limits, and prepared us to step out into the world with confidence. We are incredibly grateful for your time and effort you invested in us, and we will carry the lessons you've taught us throughout our careers. A special thanks to Director Peters and the administration for organizing this academy, ensuring it was not only a challenging and thorough experience, but also one that emphasized the importance of professionalism, teamwork, and community. Your leadership has set the foundation for all of us, and we are excited to carry the legacy of excellence that this academy represents. To my fellow graduates, I want to say how proud I am to have gone through this journey with each and every one of you. The bonds we've formed over these 16 weeks are unbreakable, and I'm confident that each of us will continue to support one another as we transition into the field. We've shared long days, physical challenges, and mental tests, but we've done it together. We've proven to ourselves that we can achieve great things, and now we are ready to take what we've learned and apply it to serve our communities with honor. As we move forward in our careers, we must remember the lessons we've learned, not just in the classroom, but in the relationships we've built here. It's not just about what we know, but how we apply it in real-world situations. We are prepared to face the challenges ahead with the values and skills this academy has instilled in us. We are excited to take on the responsibility of representing our agencies with pride and professionalism. As we leave here today, we do so knowing that we are part of a larger family, a family of law enforcement professionals dedicated to protecting and serving. And I know that we, as graduates, will carry that responsibility with the respect it deserves. The Academy has prepared us for the challenges ahead, and with the support of our agencies, families, and communities, we are ready to meet those challenges head on. Thank you again to all our instructors, staff, and families for your support. Fellow graduates, let's go forward with pride and honor and continue to make a difference in the world. Congratulations to us all. Thank you. For our Regional Police Academy Instructor of the Year, we are excited to announce that our class has selected Sergeant Matthews of the Kent County Sheriff's Office as Instructor of the Year. Throughout our training, Sergeant Matthews demonstrated unwavering passion and dedication to our success. She made every lesson engaging and entertaining while ensuring that all lesson objectives were met. Her approach to teaching traffic and scenario-based training was both thorough and approachable. Sergeant Matthews took the time to explain complex material, never rushing through the content, which made it easy for us to grasp and apply. Beyond the classroom, she showed a genuine interest in our growth as students and future police officers. Thank you, Sergeant Matthews, for your outstanding commitment to shaping the next generation of law enforcement professionals.
This time we're going to move forward with some of our awards. Our first award is the Officer Robert Kosminski Memorial Scholarship. On July 7, 2008, Officer Robert Kosminski of the Grand Rapids Police Department was killed in line of duty. Officer Kosminski was an alumni of GRCC Police Academy, and upon his death, staff here at GRCC knew we wanted to do something to honor Kos. So with the help of the GRCC Foundation and the Kosminski family, we established the Officer Robert Kosminski Memorial Scholarship. It was important to the Kosminski family that the scholarship goes to a recruit that holds some of the similar characteristics as their son, such as good work ethic, humility, professionalism, dedication. A recruit that is compassionate and always willing to help others. I'm very pleased to announce that the recipient of this year's Officer Robert Kosminski Memorial Scholarship is Logan Holsteg. The next award is for outstanding academic achievement. For session 95, the recipient is Isabel Jajo. For session 2, Zachary Bilkis. At this time, I'd like to introduce Sergeant Mark Remiga to award outstanding performance in the area of firearms.
Well, good evening, everybody. It's my pleasure to give this award out. What do you get for a firearms award? What do you have to do? Several things. It's basically a competition. We try to instill a little gamemanship and have some fun, but on a serious note, if they have to use their firearm, they're in a pretty bad situation in this career. So we take firearms quite seriously. They have to be able to get out of the holster, first of all. So that can be challenging. Day one, you'd be surprised if you've seen a few of them, but they all did quite well toward the end. You got to be able to get out of the holster, and then sometimes you got to be able to shoot fast and shoot accurately, and time and distance. And so we challenge them in all 3 weapon systems, and we score them based on how well they shoot, how fast they shoot, in terms of their fellow recruits. And basically, they get awarded points for finishing in a certain event, and the one with the most points gets the award for each group. So with this first award, I'd like to give to session 95, recruit Tyler Petty. Nice job, Ty. And for our other award winner, Max Perry. Nice job, Max.
Thanks, sir. The next award is for outstanding performance in the area of emergency motor vehicle operation. I'd like to introduce Deputy Chief Stephanie Morningstar from the Kentwood Police Department to present this award.
Good evening. Thank you for being here and supporting these recruits. Whether it's been over the last 8 months or the last 17 weeks, 16 weeks, I don't know if I missed a week there somehow, but just please support them for the next 20 to 25 years. They're gonna have their good days and they're gonna have their bad days. But I'm lucky enough to teach emergency vehicle operations. We do 1 day in class and then we do 3 days hands-on driving. And the way we choose our driver is by who's the most supportive, who's consistent, who does good on the written test, who has good driving skills, and then we do also a competition as well to kind of put them against each other. But for the 9-month, 8-month track academy, he's been teaching me how to say his name the last couple of days, Armin Husadic. And then for the 16-week regional academy, Mark Moore. And I just want to say, please be safe, remember your 80%, and always wear that seatbelt.
Thank you. The next award is the Charles Wells Award in the area of physical fitness. And I'd like to introduce Deputy Shelby Humphreys from Kent County Sheriff's Office.
For the area of physical fitness, how we determine what this award is by your peak physical fitness coming into the academy, in the academy, and hopefully after the academy is what we strive for physical fitness. I want each of you to always remember that your physical fitness matters, and if at any point in time you ever have to use your physical fitness, make sure you think of Officer Eisen and myself yelling at you to get through the moment. I would like to present the first Physical Fitness Award to Logan Halstead. The second Physical Fitness Award to Region 2 Academy, I would like to present to Jamin Kloos.
Thank you. And our next award is for outstanding performance in the area of subject control. I'd like to introduce Officer Matt Musin of the Granville Police Department.
Well, thank you all for being here tonight and showing your support. It's great to see the community and law enforcement together in the same room. 15 years ago, I started teaching here at the Police Academy with a course called Defensive Tactics. All these years later, I'm still teaching the same stuff, but it's called subject control now. I think words are very important, and part of the reason that this course has changed from the concept and the mindset of defensive tactics to subject control is that we really want to drive home with these recruits that they can have control over a situation to the best of their abilities, but that they also need to be able to control themselves in these difficult situations. We've talked to them repeatedly that situations are tense, they can sometimes rapidly devolve, they're very dynamic, and ultimately we have to find a way to equip them with tactics and sound decision-making so that they are able to be an asset to their department and our profession and to come home safely to you at the end of their shift. We teach basically combatives. We teach strikes, everything from standing in the area of like Krav Maga as a discipline to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and ground fighting. We teach mechanics of arrests, so that's handcuffing, establishing verbal control, close quarter combat, weapon disarming, weapon retention. We cover everything that we can possibly cover in a semester or 16 weeks to give them the best skill set to be successful on the streets. So when issuing this award, or when deciding on this award, we try to look for a recruit who not only is able to demonstrate proficiency to match the MCOLES objectives, but also shows composure and an ability to problem solve through some of the dynamic scenarios that we put them through. So for session 95, our Outstanding Subject Control Award goes to Granville's own Andrew Mitchell. Congratulations. Got anybody out there who wants to take a picture? All right, very good. And for session 2, Corey Coster. Corey Coster. All right, congratulations.
I'm just going to add, as the other instructor in that class with Officer Musin, I strongly suspect the reason Coster was selected is I watched the two of them go at it doing some jiu-jitsu, and that match lasted for an extended amount of time. I'm not going to say who came out on top. Just going to say it was a well-fought battle. And our final award is the Michigan Commission on Law Enforcement Standards Outstanding Performance Award, and that's going to be presented by our MCOLES representative, Gretchen Galloway.
Thank you and good evening. Congratulations to all 33 recruits who are graduating here today. Celebrate with your families and friends responsibly, and then come back Friday morning and you get to spend 3.5 hours with me taking your licensing exam and go back to your agencies and become police officers. I'm proud of you all for making it this far, and I know Friday will be a breeze for you all. You keep hearing about track and regional academy. There is no difference other than the fact that the group sitting over here, when they finish the academy, they're actually getting a 2-year degree. My group over here, my boys, they all are employed recruits. So they already have jobs at a police department. They've been with the police department the whole time they've been here at the academy, getting paid and getting trained, and they'll be going back to their agencies and putting on a different uniform next week. It's an extra day to celebrate today because there are 2 academies that are graduating simultaneously. This is the only academy in the state where this happens. MCOLES oversees 21 academies at 21 different either colleges or employed places like Detroit PD and MSP DNR. I just have to give a big shout out. You keep hearing this a session 2. Dave Koch, who was up here earlier, was the director, and he created this monster for us, right? It's been great for all the agency departments because they can get people in 16 weeks as opposed to waiting for the 8 months. So it's just been a great thing for the community and for the college. I can't thank you enough, ex-director Dave Koch, and all the support that you had from your college and all your instructors to make this happen. It's been great. So thank you. All these recruits have been resilient. They came into this academy with Director Koch, and halfway through the academy, or the start of the academy, Director Bo Peters stepped in as the interim director, and then he became the director of the academy. So thank you, Director Peters, for stepping up and all that you have done for the academy, for MCOLES, for these recruits, and all the agencies that are here. Again, a shout out to all the instructors that are here, present or not present, for all the countless hours that they've put into it. Through these speeches, you've heard how much they mean to the recruits. The support of the agencies for allowing their deputies and their officers to come in here and teach is just invaluable. It takes a village, so thank you, everyone. On behalf of MCOLES and myself, 2 small words mean a whole lot. Thank you very much. Now on to the award. MCOLES gives out 1 award to each academy. It's the most outstanding recruit. This recruit is the one that stands out as far as their demeanor, their communication, their academic scores, their leadership scores, their participation scores, and their high performance in our skills areas, which you've heard: firearms, EVO, subject control, PT, and first aid. This award comes with a caveat. You have got to give it back to me because it does not have your name on it, but you will get one with your name on it, delivered to your agency. Seeing how the track academy gets the test first on Friday, and you all have to wait, I'm gonna give the award to this side first, okay? The award to session 2 goes to, and I'm glad I was gonna read this name, and this person is not here. Sorry. This award goes to Max Perry. And to the Track Academy, the MCOLES Most Outstanding Award goes to Ryan Schultz. Congratulations. Thank you all.
Thank you, Gretchen. Well, congratulations to all of our recruits. I want to take a moment to thank the families, friends, and loved ones who have been along with the recruits along this journey. It's been a long time for many of them. I imagine many of you have been on the receiving end of a lot of stories, whether it was an enthusiastic retelling of the lessons they learned in class that day, or a groan followed by, "I can't feel my legs," after a good PT session. And of course, as previously mentioned, there's OC Day. I'm sure you heard all about that, and probably more than once. And as a person that sprayed them all, And I'd like to tell you that their excitement may start to fade from here, but I wouldn't count on it. As they move into their in-house training and then into the field training officer programs, I suspect you'll continue to hear the play-by-plays, just maybe with less enthusiasm and more caffeine. To the graduates, I encourage you to hold on to the excitement that you're feeling right now. At the starting point of your career, because let's be honest, this job is demanding, and it's not always glamorous. It can be emotionally and physically draining, but the passion and drive you have today, that's what will fuel you to carry you through the days ahead. Be intentional about staying positive. Be intentional about staying excited. Because here's the thing, this profession gives you a unique opportunity. You will influence people's lives in the ways most others never get a chance to. People remember their encounters with law enforcement, the good ones, and unfortunately, the not so good ones. Every interaction is a chance to make a difference. Last month, the Criminal Justice Department hosted an event as part of our social justice series, and we welcomed the organization called Realism is Loyalty. As I sat there listening to the presentation, I was struck by their passion and commitment. They work directly with the youth in our community, using therapy, intensive mentorship, and accountability to help guide them towards a better future. What stood out most to me wasn't what they do, it was why. They care deeply, and they're intentional about using every opportunity to help others. So to our graduates, I encourage you to hold on to that passion. The passion that brought you here. The passion that says, I want to help, I want to serve, I want to protect. Keep that alive. Because policing is so much more than just writing reports and making arrests. It's about building trust. It's about forming connections. It's about truly serving your communities. So stay motivated, stay humble, stay human, and go out there and make a difference.
Academy. Attention.
Follow. As the recruits are falling out, I'm going to ask and welcome Dean Cameron Buck, Dean John Van Els, Associate Dean Rachel Youngblood, and Dr. Talbert to come forward to help me present the class.
Please help me in honoring, first, Session 95 graduates. Ashley Barton, Kent County Sheriff's Office. Nicholas Delecki. Isabel Jajo, Grand Haven Department of Public Safety. Stephen Gwen, Lake County Sheriff's Office. Logan Halsteg, Kent County Sheriff's Office. Tayden Hopping, Grand Rapids Police Department. Armin Husadich, Kentwood Police Department. Silverio Miranda, South Haven Police Department. Andrew Mitchell. Brendan Newman. Cheyenne Overbeck Hoke, Ionia County's Sheriff Department. Margarita Padilla. Tyler Petty, Walker Police Department. Ryan Schultz, Kentwood Police Department. Aaron Spears, South Haven Police Department. Now help me in honoring our Session 2 graduates. Zachary Bilkis, Wyoming Department of Public Safety. Nolan Block, Grand Rapids Police Department. Jesse Bovin, Grand Rapids Police Department. Corey Collette, Grand Haven Department of Public Safety. Brandon Cordova, Grand Rapids Police Department. Bartholomew Cherpak, Grand Rapids Police Department. Jordan Holliday, Grand Rapids Police Department. Max Jacobus, Granville Police Department. Travis Johnson, Kentwood Police Department. Jamin Close, Muskegon Police Department. Corey Coster, Kentwood Police Department. Sam Lucas, Kent County Sheriff's Office. Alex McNamara, Wyoming Department of Public Safety. Mark Moore, Grand Rapids Police Department. Matthew Perry, Grand Rapids Police Department, or East Grand Rapids Department of Public Safety. Maxim Perry, Grand Rapids Police Department. Luke Sykes, Grand Rapids Police Department. Ethan Veenstra, Grand Rapids Police Department.
Thank you. Academy, attention. Stay motivated, stay positive, stay professional. May God bless you and keep you. Congratulations. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you GRCC's Police Academy Class of 2025.